So let's take a look at it. Okay, it's a normal drumstick. It's a very nicely built, made drumstick, but what you've got is a little hole in there. There's actually two little holes, and on this side, or both sides, you can see this little plastic wheel that's going through one of the holes. That goes all the way through the hole and essentially forms a pivot point. Okay, so what does this do for you? Well, first of all, it solves the problem for you of where to hold the stick, right there where that black thing is. And by the way, there's two holes just because that allows you to adjust a little bit depending on how big your hand is and so forth, personal preference, but both of those holes work very well. And yes, it is in the correct part of the stick. It's in the balance point. Let me show you. I'm just going to hold that ever so gently, as lightly as I possibly can, just between the tip of two fingers here, and drop it on this pad. And by the way, this pad isn't very bouncy. And you can see from the number of bounces and the frequency of that bounce that is definitely in the balance point of the stick. And not only that, it's a very, very efficient fulcrum. It's a very efficient, friction-free pivot point. So it's working probably better than it ever could if you actually to hold it between your thumb and finger, hold the stick and create friction. So it's solved where to hold the stick, and it's also solved actually just the problem of creating a good friction-free fulcrum right there in your hand.